And we are back here live, post-game interview at the Stewart School. I'm joined by senior Taylor Leland, who is the speaking captain for the Broadwater Academy Vikings. She's their leading scorer, all Metro Conference player. Taylor, tough game today.
Yes, very. It's upsetting.
Yeah. But you played hard, so, the Grove Christian put that box and one on you, which is hard to play through. What was that like trying to, work against that kind of defense?
It's fun seeing the other girls, like how they work together too, but it's hard to get around that at the same time when you're point guard and have to set up the plays. But I mean, there's nothing where you can really do about it unless your team screens for you, things like that. But we worked really hard tonight, so I'm proud of us. But sometimes it just happens like this.
That's it. Second quarter, you guys really got it going, had a good spurt. Looked like the offense was clicking well. How did y'all get that momentum going that gave you that big lead going into halftime?
I mean, I guess we were all just put our heads in it, I guess. They put their heads in it more than us, but we tried our best, and I love playing with these girls, but I don't know.
Second half wasn't your half. You actually had the only bucket in the third quarter for the Vikings and only got 4 shots up. What happened there in the third quarter after you had all that momentum going into halftime?
I guess I feel like we always have that one quarter where we kind of just go away from the game and everything, but I guess our momentum from the second quarter just got lost because of halftime, but that's basically it.
So the leading scorer, and I know you like the
Casey.
scorer, was Casey. Casey Ford, the freshman, 14 points. How's that make you feel watching a youngster step up tonight?
I'm very proud of her. I'm excited to see what she does in the future.
Yeah. Now, I wanted to ask you real quick, that last sequence, I understand it's difficult to have that situational awareness when Casey got the bucket and then they got the bucket. Like, what was going through y'all's minds as you were trying to sort that out there at the end of the game?
Do you mean the last bucket they had?
Yeah, well, Coach Dodd called a timeout. Like, what was he talking about in the timeout to set up the defense and all that?
He just said we have to play man and we have to deny them the ball and we cannot let them shoot.
Yeah. So this will end not only the Broadwater and basketball on the Eastern Shore for the year, but it ends your career as a Viking. You ended your senior season all conference. You led the team in scoring. Anything you want to say about, your season, your team, your career, what have you?
I love it. I love the sport, and I'm sad that I can't play anymore. Yeah. But I'm excited to come see them play and everything.
Absolutely. Well, you played a good game. You had a good season. Congratulations on a great season. Tough the way it shook out tonight. Thanks for your time, T.
Thank you.
All right, Tom. That's an interview with Taylor Leland. Again, she finished tonight with 8 points, 3 rebounds, an assist, and 4 steals. We'll take it back to you for another 2-minute break, and then we'll have Coach Ralph Dodd back after this here on 103. All right, we're back here at 103 The Shore, WESR. Again, if you're just joining us, final score, Grove Christian 36, Broadwater Academy 35. I'm joined here by head coach Ralph W. Dodd. Coach Dodd, that's a heartbreaker.
Oh, it's awful. It's awful to fight that hard. And we had it with 20 seconds left. We didn't deny the ball. We switched to man-to-man at the end of the game, and we let the ball go to number 5, by far their best player. And, you got to give it to her. She is a very good player.
Yeah, absolutely. So it was a slow start for the Vikings in the first quarter, but y'all really got momentum going in the second half, up 9 going into halftime. What was working for y'all in that second quarter?
I think just turning them over, keeping number 5 out of the game, keeping our points down. We didn't do a great job shooting in the second half. I mean, I think we had 2 or 3 points in the third quarter, and the press was working, deny was working, and in the third, I guess at halftime, they made an adjustment. We missed some easy shots in the third quarter, and it was kind of neck and neck from there on.
Yeah, what I saw, they had the box and one on Taylor in the first half. Then they went to the 2-3 in the second half with the full court pressure. What do you think happened to the girls there in that third quarter? I mean, they went from hot to cold,
Yeah.
and Taylor was freed up on that box and one.
It seems like all year we've had a quarter where we just stop playing, stop executing, and the third quarter hurt us, and we had to fight back in the fourth, made it in the fourth, but couldn't close it out. And I hate to whine about the officials, but and I complain on the Eastern Shore sometimes about the officiating, but I take those guys any day of the week. I think they only called 4 fouls on their team the whole game. When we're getting girls trucked to the floor, and so I don't have much good to say about that.
Yeah, and I know, and I should tell you that Taylor said the same exact thing about y'all always having that one quarter, same exact answer. And speaking of fouls and all that, I know that when you're heading into that last sequence and you got Faith Johnson on the bench fouled out of the game, that was difficult for y'all to go to that full court man.
That hurt us. Neal is a great defender, but you got to give it to her. That number 5, she's got real skill.
Yeah, absolutely.
So she shook her, and I think Leah was trying to double her, not guard her, the inbounder, but they still did what they needed to do to get that last bucket. So they came out on top. Tough loss.
Yeah, it was. How'd you feel about the way Casey Ford played tonight?
I thought Casey did great against those big girls. I mean, she's been playing against girls a lot taller, a lot heavier than her all year. And, I mean, she made that bucket there to put us up with 20 left, and she's been fighting. And just as a 9th grader, she has done a great job for us.
Yeah, 14 points tonight for the freshman. Not bad. And my last question, I have 2 questions, and then we'll wrap up. It seemed to me like what really killed y'all tonight was your inability to rebound.
Yeah, those girls were bigger, and we knew that coming in. They have their numbers have been strong on rebounding all year, and they sure rebounded tonight.
Yeah. Well, this is sort of the end of an era for you. This group of girls, it was 4 seniors. Elizabeth Price, unfortunately, got injured early in the season. But these are all girls that have been with you for a long time. And, anything you want to say just about this group of kids, this team, and this season?
Well, I tell you, riding up here on the bus, those 3 seniors, they're the biggest knuckleheads, having nothing but fun the whole way up here. It was fun to be with them. They made it exciting. They got all the girls pumped up. They have been just great team leaders, all 3 of them. I know I mentioned Taylor last night, but they lead by example, and just wonderful girls to coach for so many years.
Yeah. Well, Coach Dodd, thanks for your time. The final score here at Grove, we're actually at the Stewart School, but Grove Christian 36, Broadwater Academy 35. Heartbreaking loss and a heartbreaking way to end high school basketball on the Eastern Shore. My name is Will Russell. Thank you very